the ancient book. In a small, quiet town, there was an old library. The library was full of dusty books. People rarely visited it. One day, a young boy named Alex entered the library. He loved reading and wanted to find a new story. As Alex looked around, he saw a strange book. The book was very old and covered in leather. It had strange symbols on the cover. Alex picked it up. The book felt heavy and important. He opened it carefully. Inside there were drawings and words he could not understand. The letters looked ancient. But there was something magical about the book. It seemed to glow a little in the sunlight. Alex decided to borrow it. The librarian, an old man with glasses, smiled when he saw the book. "This is a special book," he said. "Be careful with it." Alex nodded and took the book home. He was excited to read it. At night, Alex opened the book again. Suddenly, the words began to move. They formed pictures and stories in the air. Alex couldn't believe his eyes. The book was not just old. It was magical. Alex couldn't sleep that night. He kept reading the book. Each time he turned a page, a new story appeared in the air. One story was about a lost city made of gold. Another was about a giant who guarded a treasure. As the book told its stories, Alex noticed something strange. Each story had a clue. The clues seemed to form a map. Alex quickly grabbed a notebook and started drawing the map. He felt like the book was guiding him. The next morning, Alex showed the map to his best friend Mia. Mia loved adventures. When Alex told her about the magical book, she was amazed. "We have to follow the map," Mia said. Alex agreed. They packed their bags with snacks, water, and a flashlight. The map led them to the edge of the town, near an old forest. "Are you ready?" Alex asked. Mia smiled. "Let's go," she said. The forest was dark and quiet. The trees were tall and thick, blocking the sunlight. Alex and Mia followed the map carefully. They felt both scared and excited. What would they find at the end of the map? As Alex and Mia walked deeper into the forest, the map began to glow. "Look!" Mia said, pointing at the glowing lines. The map showed a path through the trees. They followed it carefully. After an hour of walking, they found an old wooden bridge. The bridge was broken in places, but they had to cross it. "Be careful," Alex said. Mia nodded and stepped onto the bridge. It creaked loudly, but it held their weight. On the other side of the bridge, they saw a small cave hidden behind some bushes. "The map leads here," Alex said. He pushed the bushes aside and they entered the cave. It was cold and dark inside. Mia turned on her flashlight. The cave walls were covered in strange drawings. The drawings showed people holding the same book that Alex found. "This book must be very old," Mia whispered. Alex nodded. "And very powerful," he added. In the centre of the cave they found a stone table. On the table was a small key. The key glowed just like the map. Alex picked it up and held it tightly. "This key must open something important," he said. Alex and Mia left the cave with the glowing key. They followed the map further, which now showed a mountain in the distance. "We need to go there," Alex said. Mia looked up at the mountain. It was tall and covered with clouds. The journey was not easy. They climbed steep paths and crossed rocky trails. The wind was strong and the air grew colder. "We are close," Alex said, looking at the map. The glowing lines pointed to the top of the mountain. After hours of climbing, they reached the top. There, they saw a large stone door. It had symbols carved into it, just like the ones in the cave. In the center of the door was a small hole, the same size as the key. Alex took the key and placed it in the hole. The door began to shake. Slowly it opened, revealing a hidden room. Inside, they saw shelves filled with scrolls, artifacts, and another book. This book was much larger than the one Alex found. Mia walked closer to the book. "What do you think it is?" she asked. Alex opened the book carefully. The pages were filled with symbols and pictures. "This is not just any book," he said. "This is the key to understanding the past." Alex and Mia looked at the large book. Its pages seemed alive. Symbols glowed as Alex turned them. "This is incredible," he said. "These symbols match the ones on the small book." Mia pointed to a picture in the book. It showed a group of people standing around a glowing orb. "Do you think this orb is real?" she asked. Alex nodded. "I think it's the source of their knowledge. We have to find it." Suddenly, the room started shaking. Dust fell from the ceiling and the ground beneath them cracked. "What's happening?" Mia yelled. The glowing key, still in the door, began to dim. "We need to leave now," Alex shouted. They grabbed the large book and ran out of the room. The mountain shook harder as they descended. Rocks fell around them, and the path was dangerous. "We can make it," Alex said, holding Mia's hand. When they reached the bottom, the shaking stopped. They looked back and saw the mountain collapse, covering the door and the hidden room. "It's gone," Mia said, breathing hard. "But we have the book," Alex replied, "and it holds the answers we need." Back in the village, Alex and Mia studied the ancient book every day. They carefully translated the glowing symbols. The book told stories of a lost civilization, one that used the orb's power to create great cities. But it also warned of the orb's danger. "The orb is both a gift and a curse," Mia read aloud. "If misused, it can destroy everything." Alex looked at her. "We need to find it, but we must be careful." Weeks later, they discovered a map hidden in the book. It showed the orb's location deep in a forest. The map also had warnings. "Only the pure of heart can take the orb," Alex said. "We need to prepare." Their discovery became the talk of the village. Some people wanted to help while others were afraid. "It's too risky," one man said. But Alex and Mia were determined. "We have to try," Mia said. "This is our chance to learn about the past and protect the future." With the book in hand, Alex and Mia set out on their next journey. The forest awaited them, full of secrets and challenges. They knew the path would be dangerous, but they were ready. Together, they would face whatever lay ahead, and so their adventure continued.